Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
So, first off, talk about the decision to come here. What made you want to finish your career here?
Obviously, I had to hit the portal, and I always wanted to be back home, closer to family. And so Coach Smith came, and I heard great things about him. Coach Rossi came, heard great things about him. We played against their defense every year, and when both of them decided to come here, I was like, "It's green light, let's go."
So Rossi was on board before you made your decision. What did you see from his defense? What did you attracted you to?
Well, I seen it. He has different blitzes, so I like how he changes, looks up and stuff. So and how detailed he is. So I felt like I can get on board with his defense.
I've heard his defense described as linebacker friendly. Is that accurate?
What do you mean by that?
Just something that where you guys can see something fast, play fast, and make plays.
As a defense as a whole, he wants all of us to be able to play fast and play vertical. So I like that.
When you were in high school, what was the recruiting aspect like with Michigan State? You visited all that stuff.
There was the first school to recruit me. I've been to my school plenty of times, but they was the last school to offer me. So whatever that means.
Now getting here, what has it been like for you?
Man, they accepted me with open arms, helping me grow as a person, player, and as a son. So that's all I can ask for the school.
With your last season of eligibility, I guess what's the goal coming here and what you want to do? Obviously team success, but individually.
Win. That's all I'm trying to do here is win as a team.
How do you think you fit in with, Cal's been around for a long time, and Jordan played as a true freshman, and just, that room in general?
It's a great room. We're all learning off of each other, and it's healthy. And I love the linebacker room. I like how we can talk to each other as, hey, what did you see, or why did you do it like this? We all on top of everybody, so I love that. I love the room.
Have you guys been using any 4 linebacker packages? I mean, because obviously bringing Wayne in, you guys had a lot more depth than they had in the last year.
No, we haven't put in 4 linebacker defense yet.
Do you feel like you guys could do that at some point, maybe in talk if you needed to?
Yeah. I hope they do 5. I wouldn't mind.
A little 2-5 actually.
Yeah.
What did you see in the first scrimmage? I guess your takeaways, your thoughts on how that went on Saturday.
A lot of learning, a lot of growth. But I love seeing us playing fast, playing physical and fast. And that's all you can ask for the first scrimmage. And quite frankly, that's everybody kind of being together, the new guys all playing a live situation. So it was just fun seeing the first time, excited to see the next time.
For you, you're learning a new scheme, but all the defensive staff is all new, so everybody that's returning is also learning a new scheme. Does it feel like you're just in it together? You're basically all on the same page?
Yeah, for sure. Rossi came in the first day and he said we all got to play together, we all got to be together. So we learned the playbook together and we're going to play fast together. So.
What's the differences between the scheme you played in last year and the scheme that you're learning right now?
Well, the biggest difference is that was a 3-4 heavy, and we're a 4-3 heavy. So that's a bigger difference. The biggest difference.
Has anybody on the defensive side stood out to you early in camp so far?
Man, we got a lot of dogs. I love my D-line. We've been banged up, but ever since they've been coming back, I love seeing the banged up guys getting some action, with the fresh legs. So I love seeing my D-line working out there. I love Quan. I got seeing Quan getting vertical. He just had his first practice. Let's see, Harm, Ken, Jalen, JT. Let's see. I ain't gonna lie, everybody. I love watching everybody on my defense.
Sounds like those defensive linemen are having a lot more fun instead of just taking on double teams and getting upfield. Can you see the excitement from those guys and being able to kind of, instead of just holding off 700 pounds, just getting after it?
Yeah, they're excited about that, but I don't think they realize it's on us to get the double teams off. So
right,
the linebackers we're working to make their lives easy. So I love relieving my D-line, having them feel like, I just don't got to play 60, 70 snaps and just hold a straight double teams.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure you're asked, but what intrigued you about Michigan State?
Close to home, and then Coach Smith and Coach Rossi coming over had to come over. It's like match made. So I always wanted to play here at first, didn't, and then it Porto had a great opportunity to come back home and start where I finished.
What were those conversations with them?
It was all business for me. Like, I just wanted to be somewhere where I can be. It's a healthy environment to grow in all phases, and through all the recruiting processes, it checked every box for me. So I knew I was coming here.
Sounds like that.
Michigan State fan?
Yeah, I got a picture of me. My first camp was at Michigan State camp, me and D'Antonio. So I always thought I could post that picture of him when I committed. It didn't happen, but.
How frustrating was that? Obviously, I know you grow up, you come to camps, you know you're good enough to play here. You know, I'm sure that's tough. I mean, it's a business, I get it, but it's got to be tough on you when you.
I wouldn't say it's frustrating. Probably at the time, it was frustrating to me because, like, I didn't want to go to that other school coming out of college. But I knew, like, the only chance to stay home was Michigan State, so I was really hoping. But things didn't work out. Didn't complain. I just had to find the next best decision for me.
Does it make it more rewarding now that you can end your journey at the place that you probably should have
It
been?
really does. It really does. So I'm excited to finish my last year here.
I'm sure your family's excited too.
Oh, what? They don't got to drive 6 hours, man. They said they came over for practice, drove back before 5 p.m. And they said, that's unbelievable. So,
What's been the biggest adjustment in this new defense? I mean, learning it for you.
playing with new guys, you know, at Wisconsin, I'm playing. Grew up with them,
Right.
started practicing with them, so we all, you know, grew up talking to each other. So just learning how to talk to them, what things trigger their heads and everything. So kind of communication and playing together.
So it's a different dynamic because you said the guys in the room are tight, everyone's approachable, but you don't have that on-field chemistry. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what we got spring ball for. You know,
Yeah.
we working those things out, and we making sure we can get it on the end. We can get on the same page.
Did you know what to expect coming in that linebacker room? Had you talked to some of those guys before? Or were you kind of like, what are these guys going to be like?
Excuse me. Coming in the room, I knew it was going to be a lot of experience in the room, and I was excited just to see what they learned, what I learned, just learning off of each other. I knew it was going to be a room that, like, we're going to clearly we have a lot of experience, and we're going to be able to talk about, like, the second, third, fourth thought processes rather than worrying about the first and second. So
That Big Ten familiarity, does that give you an advantage, you feel?
I mean, I'm still in the Big Ten. Like, I guess you can say that, but I feel like football is good everywhere. But there is a different level of physicality when it comes to Big Ten, and I feel like that part, physicality, I have an edge. But like compared to, you know, everybody, football is the same everywhere, in just different ways.
Thank you.
The depth you guys have at linebacker, is that going to enable you to rotate a lot of guys, or you can stay fresh?
Oh yeah, we gonna have time. Like if people go down or people tired, we're gonna be able to sub people in. There's no drop off. So, and I feel like that's expected for every position. Right. We'd be able to sub people in, and there's no drop off.
You talk about your off season. What was the strength and conditioning program like, and what was the focal point for you?
For me, I was really stiff. Like I didn't like how my mobility and flexibility was. So like a big thing when I came over here, I wanted to get all my mobility and flexibility right, so I can start moving like how I want to, and be more efficient in my movements.
So the dudes were saying, like a lot of guys that said there's like, well, you weren't here before, so you don't know what they did for strength and conditioning, but they were saying there's a lot more like flexibility and speed work.
Yes.
Was that more so than what you saw at Wisconsin?
Oh wait, we was lifting, man. We was throwing them weights. That's why when they look at me and think I was in the military or something. But like out here, we emphasize mobility more. At the same time, we're gonna lift too.
Right.
But if it's not with good technique, good flexibility, there's no point in doing that because you're just messing up your body.
So you feel like instead of just lifting the lift, you're lifting specifically for your football skills. You know, so like a defensive back's not gonna have a neck like a running back, that type of deal.
Yeah.
All right.
I still want my corners to have big necks. I want them sticking.